things, especially since we are in modern times these days, and then parents cannot just get it figured out all by themselves, and there are some little things that they have to maybe rely on the youth from. So Stephanie, have you ever been in a situation where you had to act like the parent to your own parents?
Yes, because even if it has to do with discipline, the way our parents disciplined us before, they were just too strict. Some of them were. It was just too much. The way they beat you, they don't even tell you why they are beating you. You just do something, and the next thing you get back, they are just hitting you. They don't even care to explain to you, this is where you went wrong. You're not supposed to do this. The way they explain. No, I don't think it was good enough.
Okay.
It makes you don't even know what exactly you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I found myself in a situation whereby I now feel that, now actually the way my parents try to discipline their grandchildren, I know that with the age difference, they don't even have much strength anymore. But there are times where I try to even say, so this one that you're telling this child to do this, not to do this. Why are you telling the child? You have to explain to him why he should not do it.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes. If you're telling the child, don't do this, don't touch fire. Why are you telling him not to touch fire? Because you have to explain.
That means you find yourself having to tell them, okay, you are just beating this person, and the person will not actually know what you're beating them for.
Actually, yes, I found myself doing that.
Okay.
So I say, please explain. Then explain. If you have finished telling him this is what you don't want.
Mommy, if you're going to beat me, tell me so that I know that this is what you're beating me for.
This is what you're beating me for. And then this is why it's not good for me to do it. So that next time I'll do better.
Exactly. So it's actually that kind of situation where they are giving you that correction. It's not like what they are saying is actually wrong, or what they are correcting you is actually wrong, but then they are not actually explaining to you because they feel like I'm the parents, I don't have to give you all the details or stuff like that.
You understand? Yes.
I get that. Well, how about you, Kenneth? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you had to be the parent to your own parents?
Sure.
Okay, can you give us more context on that?
Okay, most especially in terms of educating her on certain things.
Okay.
That maybe during her time she was not aware of. It gets to the point she will tell you, during our time we didn't know this. During our time we didn't go to school up to this extent, so we can't say, this is it or this is that. So at times you come in to say, mommy, this is it, this is how this is done. Not the other way around. Yeah.
Okay. So, is there a specific scenario, or should I say a specific story that you have on maybe some time ago that you had to actually step up as the parents for your parents or anything like that?
Yeah. At times, in terms of filling out forms.
Okay.
Maybe,
okay.
You get these forms to fill, and then at times, I'm not understanding this, so can you put me through?
Okay, but I feel like that's should I say that's just basic, should I say human nature, or because we can offer assistance even to people younger than us. It doesn't have to necessarily mean we are kind of parenting them, or I feel like you can offer that kind of assistance or aid to anybody. So is there a more specific where you had to step up, okay, this is not the way this matter should actually go, or maybe you feel like your parents, they are not handling it well, and then you had to chip in to give them that kind of idea. This is the way you should go about this, mommy. This is how you should do this, mommy. Is there that kind of situation? Have you experienced something like that?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Okay, in terms of maybe, she had money trying to invest in a business. She was not too sure of what to do, and I was like, okay, let's do this. We'll do this. At the end of the day, this is what you're going to get.
Yes. Okay, and she actually listened to you when you told her that. Okay, well, that is, should I say, since we are in modern times now, they can't exactly know how the whole investment stuff works and all of that. So it would be fair to rely on their son, who is more modern than them. Okay, you're listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this is Speedy Talk. Today we are asking the question: do you think youths are now the ones parenting their parents in today's society? You too can be part of this show if you call us on. Okay, we have a call. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you tell us your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, this is Lord Calculus calling from Makadi.
Sorry, your name again?
Lord Calculus.
Okay, Lord Calculus. Yes, let's hear from you. Do you think youths are now the ones parenting their parents?
No.
Okay.
I don't think, yes, I beg to disagree a bit. Youth cannot parent their parents because parenting is a very unique responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the youth can educate, can enlighten and help their parents.
Okay.
But parenting their youth, I think it cannot be because parents are always parents and youth are always youth.
Okay. So they are just like helping them out, and in some cases just educating them on modern things.
Sure. But remember, parenting is a very, very unique
Okay.
responsibility and role. So they cannot parent their parents.
Okay, they cannot parent their parents, they can just educate them. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lord Calculus.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, you heard what Lord Calculus said, that you cannot actually take the place of parents. You cannot say you're parenting them. You can only enlighten them on things, especially since they are not as, should I say, modern or enlightened at all. What do you think about what Lord Calculus said, Stephanie?
Well, it's not like we are saying youth have taken over. No.
Mm-hmm.
Parents still are in position.
Okay.
Yes, but it has to be a two-way thing. They have to be a team.
Okay.
Yes, you cannot totally leave the role of parenting. Yes, it's their role. They started it. They actually start a family. So it's from the family that these youths come out from. So parents provide foundation. They definitely provide the basic foundation for children. That in laying this foundation, at some point in time, these youths have to stand on their own. They have to be responsible for their own decisions.
Okay.
So yes, it's good that parents start this foundation. They teach their children values. They teach their children discipline, exposure, guidance. But at some point, they have to also listen to their children. Okay. They also have to take decisions. Yeah, that's also
because children now too are also experiencing stuff, so they have to now enlighten the parents as well.
Yes, because where these children have gone, the parents might not have even been there. So you need to we send these children out to school.
Yeah,
we send these children, some of them even go abroad, so they're learning new lifestyles, the new way of life. So they come back, so you should be able to also listen to them when they give counsel, yes, advice.
Okay, that's
the
a
parents
fair point.
also have to take them because they might be helpful to them also.
Yeah,
where their own times are actually different from our own times now.
Okay, that means we are not like pushing aside their own times and saying no, that's all old stuff, but like to some extent they should be able to listen to their children.
Yes, it should be teamwork.
Okay, you're listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. You too can be part of this show if you call us now on 090-3648-5868 and tell us your thoughts. Do you think parents, or do you think youths are taking the place of parents? They are now the one parenting parents in today's society. Tell us your opinion. Tell us your thoughts. Okay, Kenneth, I would like you to also comment on what Lord Calculus said. He was saying that there's no way that youths or children could actually take the place of parents. It's just that the parents sometimes have to listen to their children, just like what you were saying earlier. But I want you to comment directly on what he said.
What he said. Do you know that youths are now parents?
Yeah, the youths are parents too. That's true.
So based on what he's saying, I don't see anything. Youths are parents.
Okay.
Youths, I believe he should be a parent.
Yeah, yeah.
So he can't tell me, okay, his own children will not.
Yes. Okay.
There are certain things these children will tell you. At times you wave it aside, but you see it.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask, do you think it's right for the roles to switch, or should parents always remain the guide? Like, do you see dangers to the roles switching? Like, are there good sides, are there bad sides? Do you think it's right for youths to now like actually take that step and be parenting their parents instead? Or even if not parenting, do you think that it's right for them to like take the upper hand to now do it, since they're all grown now, they have those experiences and they are more enlightened, modern and all that? Do you think it's right? Are there positive sides?
Parents will always be parents. So no matter how you grow and become an adult, your parents are your parents.
Okay.
So you can't take away the role of a parent.
Okay, so you don't see any positive side at all to it. The whole situation is just no for you. There's no way youths are stepping against the parents. There's no way that youths are parenting their parents now.
They are in a way,
Okay,
but not taking over the role.
they shouldn't take over the role. Okay, I get that. How about you, Stephanie?
Yes.
Do you think it's right for the roles to just switch, or should it remain that parents are the one with the grip? Whatever I say, that's just it. What do you think about that?
No, the youths should not take over. The youth cannot take over the role of parents. There's a saying that what an elder sees sitting down, even if as a child, if you climb the tallest tree, you're not going to see
You will
it.
not see
So
it.
parents, the elderly experience, they were our parents were taught values.
Okay.
Our parents were taught patience. They were taught discipline,
Yes.
which we don't always find in today's parenting.
Okay.
It's more like the youths are also becoming parents. You will find most youths as parents.
Okay.
So yes, they are adapting to the new era, which most of the time they don't even impact discipline in the lives of their children that grows up to become youth. So we cannot throw away the parenting we received as children. I feel it was more detailed. We received more of discipline.
However, do you think that the roles should actually switch? Like, is there something you're suggesting? Do you think that the roles should actually be switched and then let the children, since you're saying, I remember you mentioned that the children are more enlightened these days and stuff like that. Do you think they should have the upper hand to like suggesting more for the parents? But before that, our listeners, you too can be part of this show if you just call us on 090-3648-5868 and tell us your thoughts. Do you think it is right for the roles to switch? Should youths now parent their parents, or should it remain as parents parenting their children? Okay, you can go on, Stephanie.
Okay, and then let's not also forget that we have poor parenting. There are some parents that don't teach their children the basics they need to know. So they can be poor parenting. So in a situation where there's poor parenting, the youths, the children have to grow above that.
Okay, they have to step up
They
for
have
their
to step
parents.
up. Yeah, step up for their parents. That's it. So the parents should also not neglect listening to these children when they give good counsel. So the roles should definitely not be switched.
But then to some extent.
Yes, to some extent.
Okay.
Anyway.
But do you think there are positive sides though? Or should I say, do you see dangers? If that role is actually switched, are there any kind of dangers that you perceive or you suggest might come up?
Well, I perceive it might not go well.
Okay.
Yes, if the roles are switched, because from what our parents taught us and from what we see in recent times, there's definitely going to be problem if the role is switched.
So it's a no, like no
It's-
positive side.
No.
Okay, remember you too can be part of this show. Call us on 090-3648-5868 and tell us your opinion. Do you think it's right for the roles to switch and then youth should now parent their parents, or do you think that it should remain as it has always been, parents be the parents and youth just remain in their place? Okay, so back to you, Kenneth. How do you think that okay, we have a call. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Abdul. I'm calling from George's Quarter.
Okay, Abdul from George's Quarters. What do you think? Do you think it's right for the roles to be switched?
I don't think the role should be switched.
Okay.
It should remain as it is, because the society today, with the way the youth and the upbringings and the society, the impact of society today has a negative impact. So if you are giving the parental duty and responsibility to the youth of today, then definitely we'll have a chaos in the society that
Okay.
cannot be regulated or controlled.
Okay.
This is my contribution.
Okay. Thank you very much, Abdul, for your contribution. Okay, Kenneth, you heard what Abdul said. He said there are very important things that, like society and all of that, and then that if the role switches, it's not just going to go well, because like the youth have their own knowledge, parents have their own, but Abdul thinks they have to work together, they have to be together to be able to function properly. What do you have to comment on this?
Okay, just like I earlier said, youths too are now becoming parents.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel, it's a question,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel the youths are not doing enough in terms of parenting their own children?
Personally, I think they are doing too much, because you find out some people in the process of trying to, like, maybe should I say, call their parents to light, or tell them about, okay, sorry, let's take this call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I had never ended the call. It's still Abdul.
Okay, Abdul, you can go on.
Okay, regarding the question that the youth are becoming parents,
Okay.
parenting today, and what is, in all fairness, I think the little we have as a youth today is what we learn from the parents. And in all fairness, we the youth today are failing as a parent, because there are obligations that we are not carrying out successfully, to see that maybe, if at all, to me, my opinion, not like I'm not speaking for every other person, but to me, if at all things are not being regulated and we don't go back to our parents to learn more, believe you me, the next generation that we as a youth are raising as a parent might actually
Okay.
to some extent be a failure to the society, because
Okay.
we are not doing the rightful things, and we are not doing
Okay.
in fact, we don't have the capacity to be parenting.
Okay, as
Like,
you think youths don't have enough capacity to be
capacities,
parenting.
the knowledge, the basics, what it takes, because honestly, the parents have actually contributed a mass, and they are still doing more.
Okay.
Because as a youth, and what we're actually facing today, we still fall back to our parents for suggestion, opinion, and advice.
Okay.
So that is my take.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Abdul, for your wonderful contribution. Okay, so if you're just joining us now, you're listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this is Speedy Talk. And today we are asking, do you think youths are now the one parenting parents? And so you too can be part of this show if you call us on 090 3648 5868. 090 3648 5868. Call us and tell us if you think it's right for the roles to be switched, and then youths become the one parenting the parents. Tell us what you think. Okay, Stephanie, you heard what Abdul said. He has a hot take on that. He says he doesn't think that youths have the capacity. That's a big word. Youth don't have the capacity to become parents, or to parents, and then it's not right at all for the roles to be switched. What do you think about? Do you think that youth actually do not have the capacity to parents, or do you have a different take on that?
Well, personally, I don't agree with youth doesn't have the capacity.
Okay.
I don't accept that in totality. And I would not accept for the roles to be switched.
Okay.
No. But what I know is that when it comes to values, leave it for the parents.
Yes.
When it comes to impacting discipline,
That foundation.
Yes, laying the foundation. Just leave it for the parents. We can't change that.
Okay.
The parents lays that foundation for us, and I think it's just the best. But when it comes to the modern ways, that's where I feel the youths offer guidance or offer advice too.
Since they are more experienced
Since
in
they're
that
more
life.
experienced and more exposed, yes. Because if you look at the youths of nowadays, they are in a hurry, going nowhere, no patience, no values.
Okay.
They are going on the way, they are with their phones, operating your phone on the highway. You see someone, you don't even realize someone is passing by you. But before those days, you see someone coming on the way, you see a youth coming on the way, he sees an elder, he must greet.
And that's why we hear parents these days always complaining, you're always on your phone.
Always on your phone. They don't even know if someone is by their side, someone is coming their way. They might even brush you, hit you on the way. They don't even care. They are in a hurry, going nowhere. Okay. So these are values that we really need to inculcate in these youths, that these youths need to learn.
So you definitely don't think that youths don't have the capacity, but you think they are not there yet to know everything.
They are still building up. They still need time to, adapt, to really understand actually that these values are still very important in a modern world, so to say, or they feel the world is advancing, so they don't need these things. But no, they need to be enlightened that these things cannot be forgotten. They cannot be thrown behind. They need to go with these values because they will definitely need them. They need them and they will help them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you're just joining us, remember you too can be part of this show when you call us on 090 3648 5868 090 3648 5868 and tell us your thoughts. Do you think that youth should actually be the one parenting parents now? Okay, like I was saying, I actually think that the youths are doing too much when it comes to that parenting parents, because you actually see some youths these days, they are the ones that should I say, they are shouting at their parents, hey, mommy, it's not supposed to be like this now. It should be like this. What do you even know? It's not this old generation and stuff like that. So if you ask me, I'll say I feel like the youths are actually overstepping their boundaries. Like, it shouldn't be like that now. Obviously, we are more exposed due to the fact that things are evolving and all of that. The youths are more exposed. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, my sister, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Pastor Israel. I'm in Makudi.
Okay.
First of all, I don't understand exactly what you mean by parents, children parenting parents.
Okay. So what we...
Wait, hold on.
Okay, sir.
Wait, first of all, I have to agree that there are some times you will accept a child's advice.
Okay.
But you can't tell me that you as a parent, you allow your son or your daughter to run your life.
Okay.
Automatically, you don't really know what you're doing.
Okay.
But there are some times you accept a child's advice. No matter how educated or how intelligent your child is,
yes,
there's a saying that if you are standing under a tree, you will know more than the child that is staying on top of the highest mountain.
Yeah.
So there's no way, you don't even have to bring that discussion to make boys or maybe children to start thinking maybe they are relevant.
Boys, what we see these days.
Not to that extent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your opinion. Okay, that's another hot take our caller has there. He thinks it shouldn't even be a question. Like, we should not even bring it as a topic that, so maybe the youths don't take that idea that they are actually supposed to be, should I say, parenting the parents. Like, what do you think about that, Kenneth? Do you think he has a point though? Like, should we not even bring that to light? Or me personally, I think that it's happening. Even if it's not out there, it's happening. It's not even silently. It is out there in the open. Sorry. So do you feel like we should actually turn a blind eye to that, and should we be using force on these youths, like to try and keep them in order while the parents just remain the overall say, the final say and all of that? Is that what you think? Do you agree with him?
Well, I agree with him, but you saying using force to try to keep...
He actually said that it's not they are not relevant. Let's not make them feel like they are relevant, like in that extent.
According to what he said, the youths can advise, not parenting.
We still makes them relevant.
We still need them. Exactly. We make them relevant because we need them. We actually need them to maybe give us 1 or 2 ideas, because no matter what, even apart from parents and youths, even among youths, there are some people that know more than other people. So from time to time, you are going to need advice from your peers, from or elderly ones, any kind of. So everyone is relevant. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone is relevant. So actually say they should not actually feel like they can try to parent. Some parents can lag. I feel like some parents can lag, and then the children step up. Okay, so if you're just tuned into us, you too can be part of this show if you call us right now on 090-3648-5868 and tell us, do you think it's right for the roles to be switched and then you'd start parenting their parents, or do you feel like it should remain as it has always been? So I'm going to throw this question at you, Stephanie. What do you think is the way out? What do you think is the way out to this issue? Like, what would you advise youths or even parents to do to maintain that balance where the youths are not the ones dominating or the parents are not the one dominating, and it's just like balanced where the youths can also advise their parents and then the parents can also do their job where necessary? What do you think the way out is?
Well, I think, like I said earlier, parenting should be about teamwork. Yes. Okay. The children are relevant.
Sorry, let's take this call. One last call. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon, Speed FM. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. We are doing fine. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Matthew, calling you from OBRA.
Okay. Tell us what you think.
When you talk about youth parenting the, parent, or how do you put it?
Yes. Do you think that youth these days are the ones parenting their parents, and do you feel like the roles should actually be switched?
The answer is simple. It's not possible. Okay. I'm a youth.
Okay.
Now you guys gave something. You said something during this program that we have some youth. They might be strolling on the street, and they're pressing their phone.
Yes.
And they find it difficult to even greet people. We've seen where youth, in terms of social media,
okay,
they are very, very active. But when it comes to election, they use them as thugs and other things in our society. But they cannot actually think of it that, okay, this leadership position, we should go for it. It's still the same parent going for it.
Okay.
Now, how many of these youth today that we have in this present society that we can actually, leave the nation in their hand and go to bed sleeping?
Okay.
Okay. When you talk about parenting, it's still the same parents that still come together to talk to us. This is the way to go about it. At times, I even wonder that, okay, in next generation, it's only God who knows how the world will be like with what we are seeing around us. So it is not possible. The youth can advise. Somebody advising does not
parents.
No, because a president have a special advisor. You can't call the special advisor a president. It's not done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that opinion. Okay, you heard what Mr. Matthew said. So let's hear a final word from you, Stephanie.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely right. So let's just say there should be a balance, okay? So it doesn't look like parents are losing their authority or over the youths, or they are losing their authority, So, and then it doesn't look like the youths are being overburdened. So it should be a two-way parenting, that parents raise children with values, while youths guide parents in adapting to the modern world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Kenneth? Do you think that there's a way out? What is that way out? How do we maintain that balance where youths know their place and parents also know their place?
Okay, this should be a two-way thing.
Okay.
Parents should make their children, or rather youths, their friends. This will go a long way.
Okay. So you feel like the parents should have the parents should advise their children, and then the children also advise their parents to just make that balance.
Yes, to
That's
strike
what
the
you're
balance.
saying. Okay, that was a very interesting conversation, and interesting from the callers and all of that. And that's all for today on Speedy Talk Youth Parenting. Parents, do you feel like youths are now the ones parenting their parents, or is this still as it used to be before? Don't forget to remember not to forget communication and respect are the keys to building stronger homes between parents and youth. You're listening to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Stay tuned for our upcoming Speedy Talk programs and more. Thank you. So from me, Kenneth, and Stephanie in the studio, we are saying bye.
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 You are a rainbow, so